Okay, so we talked about staying motivated. We talked about setting up goals. How do we then follow through on that? Because that's the hardest part, right? Like, you can have a plan, you can have a goal.
Not everyone has a wellness coach in their back pocket.
Fair. I love that I have one. Thanks. All right, so let's talk through accountability. How do we stick to the goals? How do we see them through?
So, I think for you in your class, you are really good about supporting your students, and you ask them. You said you want them to make goals, and then you will help them follow through with those goals. I know not every professor probably has that structure. So what can you do on your own almost, right? Is find an accountability partner.
Yeah.
Accountability too, I always tell people, you think of a person right away. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a checklist that's holding you accountable. It doesn't have to be someone checking in on you.
Yeah.
You can say, here's my task list. Am I completing it? Am I doing what I said I was going to do, right?
Yeah.
But that accountability, that support system is huge.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't imagine going through college in isolation. Like, it was always about studying with other people, and it wasn't the accountability of, like, I didn't feel like they were checking in on me in the sense of, like, oh, did you do the thing?
Yeah,
it was more
right.
like, all right, we're meeting at this time, and we just studied in the same spaces.
You might not be studying the
same thing.
or
like,
the same way.
Yeah, like my husband and I, different degrees, business degree, but both went to the same college, and we would pick a time, the accountability of we're meeting at the library to do a study thing. I have no idea any business terms. Like, he has no idea any anatomical terms.
Right,
Like,
of course.
totally fine, but it's that accountability of just, we knew we were meeting in the library and we were going to study.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and if you don't like to study in group sessions, if you would rather be alone in your dorm room or at home, wherever you're at, have a friend check in, a simple text. Hey, just want to make sure how are things going? Are you doing what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
In a nice way, because, we don't want to be naggy or...
Well, I mean, I guess we could also set up an automated version of that, right? Like the alerts on your phone.
Yes.
Like, set an alert that, okay, we're starting study session now. Okay, the alert goes off. There's apps now.
reminder.
Yeah. And there's some apps now where you have to do the things, the tasks to keep, like, pets alive. I've seen those. I haven't toyed around with them.
There's a bird one, right?
Yeah.
There's habit trackers, right?
Yes.
It's basically a habit tracker.
Yeah.
And like I said, it can be a person, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
What's going to work best for you?
I say, and I've done this actually with you.
Yeah.
That there's like a tree in the fall. If we go for walks, we get leaves on a tree.
Yes.
And there were some days I didn't get a leaf, and my daughter's like, "Why is that leaf missing?"
Why'd you miss your leaf, Mom?
So it could even just be something visual of, like, as silly as it is, like a sticker chart. Like, that's what we use for kids. Like,
I know.
that was how my kid learned how to potty train.
And do what you like. Like, if you like to color, I know some people have adult coloring books. Say, every time I hit this, I'm going to color in this.
So reward system, working with buddies. Another thing for accountability is it also just kind of, how do I word it? Making sure that you are going back and remeasuring things. Like, you have to check in, right?
Yes, you do. You want to know what goal you set. And that's why I like we talked about earlier, right? You're breaking it into small pieces, but you still, at the end of the week or whatever your time frame is, go back and see, where am I at? Have I made progress? Do I need to adjust or change anything?
Yeah, which is our next one. So what happens if the goal is kind of becoming too much of a struggle? What do we do after that? So we'll talk about that in the next one.
That sounds great.
Awesome.